Hey everyone, this is Mek Sitri, Director of Quality at GitLab, and this video is the overview for our group conversation on December the 14th, 2020. First off, I want to highlight the progress and the scope of our OKRs this quarter. As in the spirit of the quality department, we're continuing to gear on efficiencies of merge request pipelines and average CI pipeline duration. Also, we have added the focus on raising raw as well. We shipped this measurement in this quarter, which I'll highlight in a bit in our video as well. As for the product OKR, we're continuing to increase the product quality. This quarter, we focus on the tooling identification of transient issues and also fixing them. And overall for the team, we are increasing our maintainers. We want to automate more efficiency for our department and also complete the performance and compensation review in time. I added slide 4 on top of mind this time to add more transparency on what we're doing and the initiatives that we are leading. First off, top of mind is MRA and the relation to our overall 3-year strategy. Second is delivering on key engineering metrics work streams. We'll go over them in slide 10. We took over, we are facilitating the overall progress for engineering KPIs and for all the other engineering departments as well. This is an exciting area that we are looking at closely to make sure we continue to provide results. Number 3, bugs. Given us, we are an open core. There is an abundant number of issues and also bugs being filed. So laying down the groundwork, the right indicators for us to improve and also empower teams to improve on their quality is important. Moving down, community contributions, pipeline efficiency, more efficiency pushes that we will highlight more in slide 11. I'm excited for the proactive quality with the product development workflow, my apologies. Moving towards the tail end, I'm always concerned that we are lagging behind on our gearing ratio, but we are making improvements there. Number 9 is more of a celebration. That's why it's moved down a bit on my concerns on top of mind. All the teams in quality are consistently contributing and shoring up test coverage quarter over quarter, with this quarter, the Q4, it being one of the highest ever that all teams are contributing at a good pace. And we do want to outline a performance indicator for the job family of software engineers and tests that's on our backlog. KPIs, really proud that the master pipeline has been stable. It's above 90% for the 9th consecutive month. Huge kudos to the engineering productivity team and Kyle, who's leading that effort. Duration also has decreased to under 1 hour again, finally. Cost has upticked quite a bit. I'm not much of a concern here. And Review app deployment success rate, first time we're hitting 99%, which I'm very, very proud of the team on. There are 2 new metrics here, 2 new KPIs. It's MTTC for S1, S2 bugs. MTTC stands for mean time to close, and it's a new measure that we're measuring how fast we are at closing bugs. And that segues nicely to my next slide. So we did multiple iterations. First, we used missed SLOs, which didn't really resonate with a lot of people, and it wasn't really much effective. We have shifted to measuring the average time to close, and lately pivoted by close date and naming it MTTC to line up with all the other indicators from infrastructure security on mean time to dot. The next steps here, we are planning on more indicators to line up the open bugs, the age, the overall age, and the bugs that are not securitized or uncharged. Onto MRA. Very proud of the team on delivering this. We navigated multiple technicalities, importing data on contributors, linking them to ARR, and now we finally have shipped the first iteration, and it's also related to our 3-year strategy. Next up, we are dealing with the low-hanging fruits first. We want to ensure that we account for all contributors, all customer contributions and the projects that we may have missed. And we have outlined a really detailed plan here to execute within R&D and also with partnerships with marketing and also customer success. And the last one is efficiency. We will continue to improve not only for ourselves, but also for external, for contributors' efficiency and productivity as well. Next one on the overview, product development workflow has been updated. I'm really happy to see that the software engineers and tests are now being pulled in to collaborate further now in the design phase. And then we outlined that if there are to be quality test plans and strategy, it should be done at the planning phase, not at the development or almost shipping phase. So this will move us closer to better at being proactive at quality. Next up is the update on the centralized handbook metrics dashboards. We're currently adding indicators from security and infrastructure. So we are planning to and will be able to outline the security vulnerabilities, MTTR, for each product group, and also pull in incidents per product group along with the root causes. So I'm really excited to provide the team with a more complete picture on their charter. So imagine that you have 20 to 30 cars. Each driver should be looking at the same cluster of measurements, so all of us are marching towards the same direction. And this is the initiative that aims to align everyone with a more complete view on their product group. Next up, so this is the engineering metrics initiative that I outlined earlier on. A number of achievements this past month and a half. Mra was also addressed or helped out here as well, and a number of things from UX and for development and some of the working group transit bugs as well. You can see more on our process, and we have an open board that shows the work stream that they're working in. More efficiency pushes, so we're working, making sure that our team is productive, and also there are other company processes that we are working as well. Apologies. We do want to provide a single source of truth for multiple things. First is the deployment of reference architectures, making sure that the demo and sample project can be deployed at a whim, and there's a place for everyone to collaborate on. And the last one is a single automated solution for self-managed installations and making sure we unify them for productivity. On the next slide, on the overview, we have shipped better clarity in deployments. So if you recall, if you're in R&D, you are involved in the release QA issue that when it comes closer to deployment, we provide a list of change sets that's gonna get deployed. And everyone helps out with testing. Now we have the automated test reports that outlines the result of end-to-end tests. And the automated regression, essentially, results is provided for traceability, not only for us, but for everyone else that are watching us, our customers and the whole world. Next steps, we're gonna link them together. So when you have something deployed, you will see what tests were ran. And if there's an incident, we can easily outline if there are any tests that were missing and continue to shore up there. The incentives for each team is if you wanna test things, and you don't want to do it manually when your changes are going to get deployed, help add tests for us, help us add tests, and then we will facilitate the automation and everything else. So when the time comes, there's little to no manual testing at all if possible. And then lastly, in the overview, we are actively participating, collaborating across the company in multiple venues in the working group. So outlining them here. I'm very proud of the progress the team is delivering. That concludes it for our overview. There's a lot more information, so I do hope that you spend some time to join us tomorrow in our group conversation. So see you there. Thank you.